I want to share something personal. But before that, I want to ask you something deeply personal. How many of you have felt like you are waiting? Raise your hands if you feel that you have been waiting for an opportunity, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right decision to come to you, waiting for someone to push you forward. I see a lot of hands. I have been there too, waiting, hoping, thinking that someone else has the key to what is lying in forward for me. You know, this kind of waiting for opportunities, it's a very uncomfortable kind of waiting. This is a very uncomfortable kind of waiting. There is a sense of powerlessness in this sort of waiting, right? You feel like there's nothing left for this. There's nothing that you can do. It's as if there is a pause button in your life. And we don't talk about this often, this sort of waiting. Part of this waiting is also you thinking there is a possibility of a miracle. There's something going to happen and some opportunity will present itself in front of you. I know this because I've experienced this. Right after college, when I was doing a corporate stint, I was working in a corporate setting, I really felt like this environment is not working for me. I felt there is something else that I can do with my life, something different. But I did not know what. I didn't know how, but I really knew there was something else I should be doing. Some sort of skill, some sort of experience. There's some other exposure that I need to gain. And I knew there was some opportunity that I should be exploring. Maybe it's a course, maybe it's a leadership program, maybe it's a self-developmental program. And I thought it will come to me. You know, I can wait, and this sort of opportunities will just come by. Learning opportunities will come by. And, you know, this sort of waiting happened. It started off, and I was waiting for 6 months, 1 year. Then it became 1.5 years, 2 years. And then I slowly realized, no miracle is coming my way. I probably will have to go seeking out opportunities for myself to find the right sort of opportunity that I am looking for. And then I went to Google, just like everybody else. I searched on Google for scholarships or fellowships, leadership opportunities. And with full energy, I started applying for everything and anything. And then I was faced with rejections. Lots of rejections. But good, I didn't lose heart. I kept at it. 180 rejections later, I was sitting on a pile of rejections. A glimmer of hope happened. I got selected to be part of an international youth leadership program. And I knew this was my chance. The experience, exposure, skills, or everything that I thought I was missing to, you know, find a new path in life, I knew this was my chance to get it. But, you know, this also opened up a realization for me. This is a chance. This is just one miracle that happened. And the thing called chance, it's quite random. And it does not happen very often. And it is quite cruel when it comes to, you know, coming to other people. And this chance occurred, and I knew this is not going to happen multiple times for me, nor for other people. So I needed to change something. Maybe I had like a choice in front of me. Maybe I can sit down and be happy about the chance I got and just not go beyond it. Or I can do something with it. You know, try and help other people also find such opportunities. Maybe connect them with similar opportunities and try and solve this problem for other people. So this is how I was, you know, faced with a choice. A choice to sit still or maybe create a change. I took up that choice. I quit my corporate job and I decided to solve this problem for others. To, you know, find out opportunities and connect with other youth who have been sitting around and waiting just like I was. And that is how I started my venture to connect other people with opportunities. And here is what happened when I made that choice. Slowly, yet quietly, Students started connecting with me. They started availing the opportunities that I was giving. There was scholarship, fellowships, a lot of developmental programs that were happening in India, outside India, and a lot of students started availing it. They started going up on stage to speak, to start their own small projects. There were a lot of people representing India in many, many stages through the opportunities I was giving. And young people, they also wanted to start ventures just like me. And a lot of women who were connected with me, they thought, why can't I also do something like this? And slowly, I found myself helping children and helping young people and women start their own ventures, start their own entrepreneurial, settings. And from just being an entrepreneur, I became an enabler. I started helping people to, start their ventures. I created programs to help them, started to build the ecosystem in different places for enabling startups and entrepreneurs. And this is what I realized. When you hold the door open for an opportunity for yourself and for others, beautiful things happen. Real change happens. And there's a ripple effect for this change. And this is the beauty of what happens when you stop waiting. A chance is what occurred to me when I was waiting for something to happen. A choice is what I made when I was tired of waiting. And change happened when I committed myself to that choice and stuck with it. For me, it all started with that one moment where I realized there is a chance. Now let me do something beyond this. Let me make the choice of building a change, and let me try and solve this problem, not just for me, but also for a lot of other people who are waiting just like me. I think this is the essence of social entrepreneurship. It is not just about building a large organization or hiring a lot of people or trying to even change the world on day one. It is just about solving a simple problem, first for yourself and maybe for others, and later at a large scale, solving this problem for a lot of people. And it does not happen on day one. You take one small step at a time, one small action at a time, and you build from there. When you take that first step, that itself is entrepreneurial. Now, let's do something. Let's close our eyes. Everyone, please close your eyes. And think about a problem that you encountered on your way here. It could be traffic. It could be pollution. It could be a problem that you saw, or maybe you heard about. It must be a problem that someone was commenting about. Maybe you yourself expressed. Maybe it's a problem that you experienced. It's not just you, but so many other people around the world are going through the same set of problems. Now think, what can you do about this problem? Is there something that you can do to solve this? Open your eyes. This is exactly what happens. When you find a solution that you can do to solve a small, simple problem, that's where you start off. And when I'm saying this, large enterprises and even an entrepreneurial ecosystem does not come across when you just solve a simple problem. Not all problems lead to ventures and enterprises. There are a lot of solutions that you can do at scale, and those lead into enterprises. But nothing happens without you taking that first step, right? And when it comes to entrepreneurial ecosystems, scale is a very important thing. When you're just solving for a few people, that is a passion project. But entrepreneurship is when you try and scale it up and solve for the whole world eventually. Now you might be thinking, good, I understand the concept, but where do I start? And what if I get stuck somewhere? Now I have a 3S secret formula that I used, which I'm going to share with you today. First S is for skill. It's not always that you know what to do and you are equipped with all the skills to do something new. So go to Google or use ChatGPT. Try and learn something that you don't know. Maybe it's finance. Maybe you are too much into technology, you love building, but you don't know finance. But when you're building an organization, you probably need to know that too, right? If those kind of skill gaps that you identify, you need to fix it by taking up a course or going to Google and learning about it. Or the old-fashioned way, go read a book. So when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I did take up, a boot camp to just learn about entrepreneurship before I, registered my organization. The second S is strategy. It's not always that you get to learn everything before you start out. So then you do something. You bring in team members who are capable of doing that instead of you. Like the example I said, finance. If you don't know finance, bring in a co-founder or team member who knows how to solve that problem instead of you. Now there's another thing that you can do. Everyone, whenever you start out an entrepreneurial venture, or even you think about it, you are always afraid of the finances, the monetary part of it. Who will give me money in order to start this venture? You know what? Students, especially young people, there is so much grants available by the government, free, equity-free money that you can utilize. Make it your strategy to find out those kind of resources to start your venture. The third S is system. There are lots of incubators and accelerators, and from my journey, what I've realized is they are the ecosystem. If you go to an incubator or an accelerator, there will be a lot of people, mentors, who can connect you with the right ecosystem, who can tell you if your idea is viable or not. Fail fast or succeed. It's better if you know that this idea is set for success or failure faster than, trying it out and failing in a very long time. And also part of the system is the network, other entrepreneurs who have already done this before you. Very precious in my opinion. So you have system, you have strategy, and you have skill. 3 golden S that can help you set yourself in the path of entrepreneurship. Now raise your hands if you're ready to stop waiting and start making a small change, at least one step at a time. Good. Let's build that change. Now say this with me. I am not waiting anymore.
I am not waiting anymore.
Louder this time. I am not waiting anymore.
I am not waiting anymore.
Great. Let's take that first step and let's take that choice to build change. Thank you.